Hello, everyone, and welcome to Virtual Group Fitness. My name is Avni, and I'll be your instructor tonight. Tonight's yoga class is going to be a yin style class. So we're going to be doing a lot of grounded postures, really focusing on breathing deep into our low belly. And for class tonight, I recommend having a blanket or a towel to help support us in our poses that we'll be doing tonight, just to create a little bit more space so that we can really get a nice stretch in tonight. Sound good? Sounds good to me. Before we get started, a couple quick announcements. Number one, make sure you have enough room around you so you don't bump anything or anyone. Secondly, but most importantly, make sure that you listen to your body. Throughout class, I'll be saying going to that first edge, going about 25%. We're not going 100% into our poses. We're just going to where we first feel that sensation or that nice deep stretch. Sounds good? Sounds good. And lastly, if you have your videos buffering a little bit or you're having some connection trouble, go back to that link that was sent in that email that you got when you registered, or you can access it through the YouTube channel and come right back to class. This class will be posted there afterwards, so be sure to check it out. And with that being said, let's get started. For tonight's class, we're going to start in a child's pose. Now, this pose is great for releasing that tension that we hold in our back, in our body, just to really just let go, get ourselves grounded for our practice tonight. So we're going to come onto all fours, our hips stacked above our knees, and our palms rooted into the ground, and our elbows have a slight bend to them. Our back is nice and tabletop flat, and our shoulders are relaxed. Now, we have an option to use our blanket here. We can place it right above our calves, in between that little right angle that our knee makes here. And then very slowly, we can start to separate those knees a little bit and slowly bring our hips back, walking our palms long in front of us, really stretching the side of our body, bringing our forehead to rest into that mat. Deep inhale in through our nose, feeling our low belly press against our thighs. And then slowly, open mouth exhale, let that air go. Just releasing all that air, letting go of all that tension, anything that we brought onto our mat, just letting it go, being present here tonight, taking this time to ourselves. Deep inhale in through our nose. Hold, 1, 2, exhale, open mouth, exhale, let it go. And if we feel that our elbows are a little bit locked, let's just let our elbows kind of rest into our mat a little bit, our forearms. We feel them coming into the earth. We feel our knees, our shins on our mat, the top of our feet on our mat, just taking notice of which points of our body are rooting into the earth. Just letting our thoughts come and go as they will. Inhaling deep in through our nose, exhaling out through our mouth. Just a couple more times. Doing this to just really let go. It's a Thursday. We've had this whole week, and we owe it to ourselves to just take a minute just to relax and to focus on us. One more time, deep inhale. And this time, exhale out through our nose. Great, guys. And we can crawl our fingertips out a little bit further in front of us, still keeping that forehead into the earth. We're going to just crawl our fingertips to that right top corner, just allowing that left side of our body to get a nice stretch. Deep inhale, and then exhale, letting go. And then deep inhale in through our nose. And then exhale out through our nose. One more time. Deep, deep inhale into that low belly. Feel it press against our thighs. Hold for 1 second. And then slowly exhale with control, slowly letting that air out. And then on our next inhale, we'll crawl those fingertips back up to the center of our mat. Reach, 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 reach. Feel that stretch from our tailbone all the way through our fingertips. Excellent job, guys. And then slowly exhale, crawl those fingertips to the top left corner of our mat, feeling that stretch in our right side body. Deep inhale, and then exhale, releasing that tension in our muscles, but also in our mind that we hold throughout the daily stresses. Just knowing that when we inhale and we exhale, just letting go of that tension. Because tension in our lives create the tension in our body. And in yoga, we just want to alleviate that tension so that we can be more present. And slowly crawl those fingertips back up to the center. Reach, 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 reach. Feel that stretch in through our back and our arms. Deep inhale. Exhale. Slowly crawl your fingertips up, coming up into that seated position, removing that blanket, but placing it so we can bring ourselves to sit on top of that. Great job, guys. And here we have a couple options for our seated posture tonight. We can come into staff pose, having our legs nice long out in front of us. And we can stay here, just removing that fluff from beneath us, really rooting our sit bones into that blanket, into the earth. And then our second option is we can come into Sukhasana or easy seat, just gently crossing our legs, maybe crisscross applesauce. And then just slowly, once again, remove that fluff from beneath us. We're in that seated pose. And then inhale our arms up to sky. Deep inhale, bring our palms to touch together, interlace those fingertips, flip our palms up towards the sun, noticing which pinky is closest to the sun. I have my left pinky on top of my right pinky, just taking a notice of that, creating that mindfulness in our bodies. And slowly we're going to exhale, leaning to our right. And then exhale. Inhale, back up, sky. Reach, 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 reach. Lengthening that spine. Bring that belly button close to our spine. And then exhale, coming to our left. Inhale. Exhale that air out. And slowly inhale, bring ourselves back up. Releasing those fingertips. Bringing our arms out beside us. Maybe taking a couple shoulder rolls. Inhaling our shoulders up by our ears and then slowly exhaling them down our back. Bring those shoulders down our back, shining our chest a little bit forward, relaxing the neck. Maybe shake our arms out a little bit. Whew. Great job, guys. And once again, we're going to inhale those palms up. Remember that pinky that was facing the top? We're going to flip it. So now my right pinky is on top of my left pinky. And this may feel a little bit weird. And that's just because our body is so used to doing one side that doing the other side creates that balance, that equilibrium. Deep inhale and then slowly leaning to our right. Maybe you notice a difference here, not just with our palms, but also with how we feel the stretch, with how our palms are. And slowly exhale to opposite side. Deep inhale in through our nose. Exhale, release. Inhale, up sky. Once again, release those palms. Bring them out by our side. Roll our shoulders out a little bit. And then we'll bring our left arm to cross our chest, hooking it with our right. Rolling that shoulder blade down our back. Bringing our arms away from our ears. Maintaining that length in our spine. Bringing that belly button to our spine. And that's not necessarily flexing our core, but just engaging those muscles in our diaphragm. So when we inhale, our stomach goes out, our shoulders stay leveled. And then when we exhale, we feel our stomach come back in and our shoulders still stay leveled. And slowly exhale our arms out, noticing how our right side feels compared to our left. And then take that right arm, hook it across our chest, hooking it with our left arm. Bring those shoulder blades down. Deep inhale in through our nose. Deep exhale out through our nose. Just feeling this stretch across our shoulder blade, across our bicep, our tricep. And slowly release those arms. Once again, maybe give our arms a nice gentle shake. Excellent job. And then slowly we're going to come into a gentle spinal twist. So slowly we're going to take our right palm to our left knee. Bring those right fingertips behind us, maintaining that nice tall length in our spine. Really imagining that our sit bones are the roots. Our spine is a nice sturdy tree trunk. Just growing that tree up towards the sky. Just going to that first edge, just 25%, just where we feel that twist in our upper back. If we feel that our breathing is being slightly compromised, we can gently come out of that twist very slowly and then gently come back into it, just going to that first edge where you first feel that twist. This is super important to be gentle with our bodies in yin practice because it is so easy to push ourselves. We're always pushing ourselves during the day, in everyday life, especially now with these uncertain times that we're in. It's so important that we take this time now in our practice to just know where that first edge is, where we first feel that effect. And taking a moment to breathe deep, inhale in through our nose for 1, 2, 3, 4, holding for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 8, 7. Gently come out of this twist. 4, 3, 2, 1. Noticing a difference on our left and right side of our upper back. Just taking note of that, being mindful with our body. Once again, we're going to come to the opposite side, bringing that left palm to that right knee. Bringing those right fingertips to come gently behind us, not placing our palm on the ground. When our palm's on the ground, we compromise that length in our spine. So just coming to those fingertips. And once again, just going to where we feel that first edge. Taking our gaze to follow our twist. So our gaze is going to be towards the right. Still maintaining that length in our spine, rolling our shoulders down our back. Once again, if we feel that we can't take super deep breaths, gently come out of that twist. Inhale. Exhale, gently twist back into it. Going that first edge. Maintaining nice control here. Not pushing ourselves too hard, but just allowing ourselves to relax. Deep inhale in through our nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhaling, coming out of that twist. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If we'd like, we can take a baby twist to the other side and a baby twist to the other side again. Just noticing how open our back feels right now. We're going to take both palms onto our knees. If we are in staff pose, we can gently rest our palms on our thighs, or we can place them by our side. Bringing our shoulders down our back. I'm going to come back into that Sukhasana though. And we're going to, placing our palms on top of our knees, we're slowly going to inhale, shining that chest forward, drawing those shoulders down our back, letting the sun come across our face, letting the shadows just fall behind us, because we know that we're entering just a very bright point in our life that we're coming to. Everything from earlier this week, we're just letting it all go. And slowly, we're going to bring that chin to our chest, almost creating a little tiny bowl. Bringing that chin to our chest, really just lengthening that spine. Drawing those shoulders down so we get a nice little stretch on the side of our neck too. Just really creating space in our vertebrae here. And slowly we're going to inhale, bring ourselves forward once again, drawing those shoulders down our back, shining that chest forward. Deep inhale into our low belly. Exhale, slowly round that spine, tucking that chin to our chest, drawing those shoulders down our back. Excellent job, guys. And slowly inhale back to a neutral spine. Rolling those shoulders out just a little bit. We're going to take our right fingertips into the earth. And then we're slowly going to inhale that left arm up above us, creating almost a straight line from our fingertips to our hip. Imagining there's a beach ball right between our side body on our right side and our right elbow, just so we create a little bit more length in that spine, and taking that gaze up towards our palm. This is super great for creating that length in our spine. We spend a lot of our day sitting down. This is great to create that space in our spine. Inhale the opposite arm up to sky. Deep inhale, bring that belly into our spine, and then exhale those left fingertips onto the mat. Reaching up with our right palm, slowly bringing it overhead. Once again, imagining that beach ball in between our left arm and our left side. Deep inhale in through our nose. Remembering to draw that left shoulder blade down away from our ear. Also creating that space with that right arm and our right ear. Excellent, excellent job, guys. And then inhale the opposite arm to meet up top. Then slowly exhale those fingers down by our side. And then we're going to bring ourselves almost into a mermaid sit. And then we're going to come off of our blanket very briefly, or towel if we have it. And then bringing that to our side, we're going to come into a 90-90 stretch. So this is really great for opening up our hips, stretching our glutes, stretching our legs, and just really great for relaxing. If we have really tight hips, we can always fold our blanket or a towel one more time to give us a little bit more leverage in this stretch. Excellent job, guys. So we're going to bring that left hip onto our blanket, making sure that that left shin is parallel with the top of our mat. And then we're going to bring that right leg behind us, almost making a 90-degree angle back there too. If not, and we're here, that's perfectly fine. We're just going where we feel that first edge, just going 25% into the stretch. And if we don't know what 25% is, we're going to slowly just go piece by piece. We can start with our leg a little bit closer to our heel and then work it back. Just going to where we first feel that stretch, that hip opening. We're going to bring our fingertips into the earth. Deep inhale, drawing those shoulder blades down our spine. And slowly closing our eyes, we'll come onto our forearms if we can. Knowing that the most important thing is just feeling those hips opening up, that glute stretching a little bit. Just activating those muscles. Just really stretching deep into this connective tissue, which is great if we have a really hard workout, if we run a lot, if we find ourselves walking a lot all the time. This is really great to release that buildup of lactic acid in our muscles so that we can have faster recovery times from our workouts and just every day so we're not as sore, which is what yin yoga is great for. And slowly deep inhale in through our nose. Exhale out through our nose. Inhale in through our nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then exhaling for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continuing to take these 4, 7, 8 breaths. In for 4, hold for 7, exhale for 8. When we practice these controlled breathing techniques, we strengthen the diaphragm, which is a muscle that can only really be worked through breath control. And not only are we doing that, which can help increase our lung elasticity and increase our endurance, but we also help calm the mind by taking that attention to our breath, helping the body relax. If we're holding some of that weight in our shoulders, just gently soften our shoulders, and if we'd like, we can rest our forehead on our palms, making a little flat back. Great job, guys. And we can only really strengthen the diaphragm, as I said, through breathing. So it's so important, even throughout our day, to just take a couple seconds, even a minute, of just deep, focused breathing to just bring us back to reality, out of our heads a little bit, so that we can be present with ourselves. Taking one more deep inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhaling 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly rise up, coming back up to those fingertips, taking our palm to bring that back leg forward. And then slowly coming off of that blanket, swinging our legs into a mermaid sit on the other side. Maybe we already feel a difference in our hips just sitting here. Which is a really great job just opening those hips. We're going to come onto the opposite side now. So we're going to bring our right hip onto that blanket, bringing that right shin parallel with the top of our mat. And then bringing that left leg behind us, coming to a 90-degree angle. So 90-90. And then slowly, once we feel that we've got that hip rooted onto our mat, we can slowly bring our fingertips onto the earth. Inhale in through our nose. Exhale, slowly bringing ourselves down if we did so on the opposite side, just creating that equilibrium, that balance in our body. Deep inhale in through our nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling that air out steadily. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relaxing those glutes, relaxing the knees, relaxing the shins, relaxing the muscles in our leg so that we can really get that deep stretch. We tend to be really tight and hold a lot of tension in our hips. So this stretch is fantastic for just opening those up a little bit, increasing our mobility and our flexibility over time. knowing that what we do in our practice today is going to help us so much in our future, especially for maintaining that mobility and that flexibility. Just keeping up with our practice is going to have long-term benefits. We live in such an instantaneous world where we want everything to happen now, but it's just so important that we have yoga in our life's toolkit so that we know we can always fall back on our breath, on our stretches, because they'll always be here. Because you always, always have your breath. Each inhale is a new beginning, a new start. Just deep inhale in through our nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then slowly bring ourselves up, bringing those fingertips into the earth. Bringing that back leg to meet the front leg, coming into that mermaid sit, slowly rolling off that blanket, putting it to the side for now. And then we're going to bring our knees to our chest and take some slow rock and rolls. This is fantastic for giving our back just a little massage and also massaging our internal organs. Because who doesn't love a little massage? And then slowly taking 1 or 2 more rocks. We're slowly just going to rock down onto our back, releasing our palms, letting our knees and our feet root into the mat. Goal posting our arms, relaxing our elbows and our shoulders into the mat. We'll slowly windshield wiper our knees to the right. Coming into a gentle spinal twist here. Deep inhale in through our nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling that air out steadily. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continuing to take 1 more of this breath cycle. And what this does is it calms down our nervous system, centers our mind a little bit, just really creating a feeling of centeredness, calm, and relaxed breathing to help ease our nerves and to just bring us into the present. And slowly bring those knees back up. Gently windshield wiper them side to side. And then exhale those knees down to the left side. And once again, take an exhale and release all that air in our lungs. And a little bit more. And then slowly inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling that air out steadily with control. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring those feet back, rooted into the earth. Maybe bring our knees to chest 1 more time, just giving ourselves a little hug. And slowly release. Bring those feet long in front of us, bringing our palms to rest into the mat. Just relaxing our forehead. Bringing our eyes closed. Softening our jaw. Relaxing our smile muscles. Letting that tongue fall back. Feeling our shoulders root into the earth. Our elbows melt into the mat. Softening our knees, softening our hips. And letting our feet fall to their respective sides. We're slowly going to inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then exhale, slowly release that air, slowly releasing that tension, coming to a completely relaxed state. Just taking a moment here to remember this feeling. Knowing that we can come back here anytime throughout our day, just focusing on our breath. We have everything we need. It's always within us. We can do anything if we just remember to breathe. Taking this time to ourselves to be present so that we can be present with others. And then slowly come onto one side, using that arm as a pillow. Just gently resting here. Deep inhale. And then exhale, slowly bring ourselves back up to a seated position. And once we're in that seated position, giving ourselves a little time to get there, being gentle with our body, we'll inhale our arms up to sky, bring those palms together. We'll exhale those palms to our forehead for mindful thinking, palms to our mouth for mindful speaking, and to our chest for mindful intention. Thank you all for coming to 8 p.m. yoga. My name was Avni, and I will see you all Tuesday at 8 p.m. Namaste. Oh, the lights came back on.